I want you to imagine being a child or a young adult and suffering from a life-threatening illness or a life-altering injury. Our next guest, Dr. Michael Malobsky, has made it his mission to help them live a life of adventure. He's here with Kids of Courage. Good to see you.
Thanks,
I should mention, that's so crazy, he's my pediatrician. He's taking care of my kids growing up. It's crazy. So let's talk about what you're doing. What does it mean to fight fear with courage?
So Kids of Courage was founded with the idea that children who have chronic long-term disabilities are often live lives that are very restricted and not very rich and not very full, even though they yearn for variety, they yearn for interesting adventures like all of us, they yearn for social connectedness, but they often don't have those opportunities. Kids of Courage was founded with the idea that the way to enhance these children's lives is to give them opportunities for the type of things that we all take for granted that we do with our kids.
So your mission is to just give a child a normal life?
As normal as possible, and to provide them opportunities to really experience things they would never get a chance to do otherwise.
That's wonderful. How many children or young adults have you helped so far?
Kids of Courage provides year-round opportunities, including a ski trip, a summer trip, as well as weekends and outings throughout the year. There are over 200 kids in the program, I think, right now nationwide. Right
now we're looking at one of the outings. It looks like they're at a theme park. What programs do you offer?
So the marquee program of the year is the Summer Adventure Trip, which is about 8 or 9 days. And that occurs in different sites around the country. The children are transported and flown by Kids of Courage from wherever they live to a single location where we take over an entire hotel. This past year happened to be Dallas, Texas. We've done LA, San Diego, San Francisco, and it's every summer for a week in August, as well as a large ski trip weekend that occurs in Vermont and I don't know the name of the resort, ski resort in Vermont, and weekend outings throughout the year.
All right, well, we actually had a chance to hear from some of the children that's gone through this. Let's hear what they have to say.
There was a stage in my life where I could play sports, I could run, but slowly that all went away. I was very depressed, I'm not gonna lie. When am I gonna take my final breath? When am I not gonna be able to do anything? When is this all gonna be over, pretty much? That's when Kids of Courage called and invited me onto the trip, and it was really a blessing, and it came out of nowhere.
For years, people have told me, you cannot go on a jet ski, it's dangerous. And Kids of Courage says, we're gonna do it. And now I have the confidence to go over to people and say, having a disability, it's not a bad thing. And I think that's what, life is about. Everyone's different.
It's just made me realize my life could be about helping others. I could use the experiences I had, all that I had gone through, to try and ease the way for somebody else.
That just gives me goosebumps. How do you sign up a child?
KidSOC.org, kidsoc.org. You can sign up, you can volunteer, you can donate.
Oh, really? Okay, so reach out and definitely go to that website. It's at the bottom of the screen, kidsoc.org, or you can call 888-954-3762. You're such a good guy. I just want to give you some props here because you also do one of the only doctors I know that does house calls.
Pediatric after-hours house calls, 7 nights a week, and weekends, chickensoupdenver.com, and expert pediatric care to your home. Instead of having to take your kid out in the bad weather, having to go to an emergency room, you can get a pediatrician, a pediatric emergency doctor, and a pediatrician to your home.
What made you decide to do that? I mean, you have how many kids of your own?
I have 7 children of my own.
7 kids!
And my wife takes it for granted that when they're sick or injured, that we can just take care of it in our kitchen or in our living room. And I found, after speaking to many of my patients, that a lot of people would like that opportunity to not be forced at night or on weekends to take your child to a busy emergency room where maybe they don't even need to be. If they need attention, they need pediatric care.
At any time of night?
Any time of night.
Well, thank you for everything that you do. It's really cool. I certainly appreciate it. And if the community, again, wants to help with the children getting involved with kidsoc.org, what can we do?
There's opportunities to volunteer. The biggest need for an organization this size is funds. The trip alone, the summer trip alone, they have to raise $1 million.
Wow.
So the best thing that anybody could do if they're interested in helping children with these kind of disabilities is to donate.
Donate money. Okay, thank you again, Dr. Mike. You can learn more about all of the Kids of Courage programs that they offer, volunteer opportunities, and of course, make a donation online. The web address is kidsoc.org. You can also call 888-9-KIDS-OC. That's 888-954-3762.